Hey guys, Jaguar here. Welcome back. And today I want to share a beautiful, beautiful insight that has helped me so much, countless times in my life, that I believe will help you guys. And that is the concept of our true identity, our true nature. So, oftentimes in this world that we live in, growing up, even, you know, through the different aspects of what we take through the work that we do, the careers that we choose, the passions that we fly into, is the idea of who we are and how we get lost in that. And so oftentimes we see that today in our society. And I myself was caught up in that identity game. So way back in 2000, was it 6 years ago, 2015, 2016, I really started doing my own cultivation of my spiritual practice. That's when everything in my life began to change. I started to meditate more. I started to focus on these deeper concepts of the self. And that is a big, I think, aspect of spirituality is coming back and reclaiming your true origin, your true nature, your true soul. So if we find yourself any place you are right now, it's okay. This is kind of one of those like wake up calls of like, that is not who you are. So, for example, the businessman that you've become, the successful business person, or the artist, or whatever archetype has kind of come about into your persona and you've embodied it. And as much as we love these expressions, when it becomes something that is detrimental is when we become identified with it. And it's tricky because as well, like for me myself right now, I am sharing myself here on YouTube, and it's it's a whole beautiful process of, again, like remembering, okay, why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys, what has helped me, to share what has to share what has helped me, and to give you guys some of these insights and codes that are, I feel, universal and can be redirected into your own specific life that will help you kind of overcome anything you're going through right now. So, again, thanks for coming here and supporting and listening to this channel. So, for me, I was identified with, once I chose a career back when I was 20, 22, 23, I chose to be a videographer or a film. I chose the film path, and my goal was to be a film director in Hollywood. I had moved to Northridge, Sherman Oaks, and I started going to Northridge University to get my bachelor's in television and film. And through that whole concept, I was so one track mind set on becoming that, because for me, I love creating videos, I love creating art in that way, but I also saw what that entailed, the archetype of a film director and what that came with. And I was very attracted to the wealth, to the big house, to the Hollywood, to the scene, the cars, you know, and I was ready for that. I was excited for that. And as I came back into deepening myself into the I am, into the who I am, it started kind of beginning to feel a clash. And even though my mental aspect, my mental program was not aware of what was going on internally, I could feel a shift happening, and the intuition began to whisper louder and to saying, this is not the path that you are here to take, the way you're currently imagining. And these were all just feelings coming in hot, like harder and deepening more. The more I was doing my meditation, the more I was like, exploring myself and realizing that there's more to this reality than what I've been told. And I didn't grow up in any way spiritual. I didn't grow up religious. Actually, I grew up Mormon, and I left the church when I was about 20, 21, I decided to, sit with my parents and be like, hey, I'm no longer going to be participating in this religion. Actually, it was sooner than that. It was right when the mission age was happening, so 19, 18, 19. But once I was like 19 and 20, it was like a solidification of like, okay, well, I'm not doing a mission. And a year later, I was like, I'm not participating in this religion anymore. And that was a whole, just, it was a whole upheaval. It was a whole thing. And that was coming, again, deep from my intuition, the same way that it happened for me for my track of video and film where I was at in school and in university. And so, because I was caught up in that reality, I couldn't see past. And so, when I realized and I was given a vision while I was meditating one of these times, and I had smoked some beautiful, plant medicine, some cannabis at the time, and it was such a vivid experience that it shook me to my soul. And it was a vision of me, accomplished into the path that I had chosen for video and film. I was a famous film director. I had a huge house. It was marble. There was a double staircase. There was all these huge movie posters on the walls of the films I had created. And as glamorous as that life looked, the core aspect that I saw within myself was me alone and very depressed. I looked super just sad, and I didn't know why. I just knew that that was what I was seeing, and then I became that, and I felt the sadness, I felt the regret, I felt the confusion, I felt there's got to be more to life. I accomplished this, what I've been told that should make me happy, success, and I've gotten here and I'm still unfulfilled. Which then, that was the beginning of my breakaway from society, breakaway from it all. And snapping out of that vision, I came back to what I felt, again, like present day at the time, 2016. And I decided to let everything go, to drop out 1 year away, to move back to my hometown, not knowing what I was going to do, but I just knew that I was now in search for what was going to be fulfilling for me. And so, come now present day, it's been such a great journey, and I have found that which is always here, which is within. And sometimes we need to take those outer journeys to really find reclamation and redirection back to the self. And those journeys are so powerful, and it can be done internal and external. The concept that all roads lead to Rome, there are many ways to reach this state. So too often than not, we get caught up in our identity again. So bringing that back, so wherever you are right now, take a look at how you present yourself, how you identify yourself. When people are like, hey, who are you? And that phrase, who are you, we hear that in Alice in Wonderland with the caterpillar smoking the smoke. Like, who are you? Who are you? Know thyself is a tattoo I got myself shortly after that realization, to never forget. And to me, that has helped me countless times to realize that we are not what we outwardly show to be, or what we focus on, or what we achieve, or what we succeed. We are the soul that is infinite, that continues past this life, and that animates us. We are this force that brings life to everything that is in everything in this world. And that concept is very sometimes esoteric or hard to fully grasp. And meditation has helped me so much. Again, meditating is so key to slowing down your world, to bringing in that beautiful sense of relaxation, of beingness, of being just you, just existing, just breathing is enough. And that is the foundation, that is the root, that is the core that I have finally tapped into. To me, I liken it to a tree growing its roots down to the earth. And when it's a small tree, you know, it needs a lot of rain, it needs a lot of watering, it needs a lot of reflections, love, it needs a lot of just nurturance from the environment around itself. But once it breaks through and hits an aquifer, an underwater reservoir, then it no longer is dependent on the seasons to stay alive. Therefore, similar to that metaphor for us, once our roots reach down through this beautiful work of, you know, allowing ourselves to be loved, like restructuring those connections that we have and finding ones that nourish us, that people that see us, the people that care for us, and those that are caught in other aspects of manipulation, of using us, of taking advantage of us, of not seeing who we are, true light, those connections begin to be weeded out. And with that, I have realized has helped me grow these deep roots to find that inner abundance in myself. So the concept that I am part of the all, as you are as well. And so therefore, that is the infinite love, the infinite juice, the infinite energy of the universe, which is provided for us and is there for us. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful feeling to feel filled in that. And from there, you know, coming back into the world and giving from that space. So to me, that's also helped me realize where people are at in this journey, in this stage, which understanding them brings compassion as well. Deep compassion of like, oh, you know, this projection that is being portrayed towards me, you know, this either judgment or criticism or whatever that comes towards me that I know is not, you know, my identity. And it is great to tune into those sometimes and really feel, you know, where you're in misalignment, because there is truth sometimes to those things that help you redirect. But also having that inner reservoir core of I am already where I'm wanting to go. I am already divine. I am already perfect. And the you know, the beautiful famous film The Lion King, Mufasa telling Simba, remember who you are. That is the basically the the concept of what I'm trying to explain here. As I embody that Mufasa, remember who you are. You have forgotten who you have forgotten who you are. You have forgotten me. You have forgotten divinity. You have forgotten creator. You have forgotten your place in the universe. And through those moments of insight that we you know, stumble upon or acquired through plant medicines, through meditation, through a near-death experience, through just a time out in nature where everything just lights up and begins to feel so clear and you feel so connected to everything. That is always here within. So I hope that's helped you guys. Just a little one today again, and you know, feel free to take that practice deeper in, you know, your silent time and your you time, being like, who am I? Like, who is the one asking who I am? And just like continue going deeper and deeper to the back layers of that observer, of the one witnessing those thoughts, the one witnessing the actions that is being taken by you, by your body. And yeah, and just reaching down into that infinite well. So thanks guys for joining me today. Please subscribe again and like, and I'll keep having more videos for you guys. And have a beautiful day. Namaste. Aho.